Good evening, everyone. Y'all, it took a lot for me to come on here today. It really did. I have been behind the scenes laboring. I have been working. And I noticed that the work that I have been doing, it is something that it is spiritual what I've been having to do. And this was done a lot outside of the house and in the house, but it's like whenever this year rolled in, the work that I was already doing increased. I got more on top of that, and it all has to do with water. Everything that I have had to do pretty much has had 90% of it has had to do with water, carrying water, pouring water, uh, and amongst a bunch of other things. I'm tired, but I'm not gonna stop. But I'm not tired at the same time. I've been more tired than this before. I've been way more tired than this before. Both of my hands hurt. That's how much work I've been doing, and this has been every day. Even today, I'm going to have to do something as it pertains to water. So this summer, if y'all see my arms and they swole up, that is why. Okay, I deserve every little muscle that I may have gained through all of this. And like I said, both of my hands, they were extremely sore. They are just a little sore now. I prayed over them, and I'm like, God, I pray that I don't ruin my hands doing all of this stuff, because it is a lot. And I have been having to utilize my physical strength. You know, every time I think about that, I see Jesus carrying that cross. Like every time I think about me having to utilize my physical strength, it reminds me of Christ carrying the cross. And that's what I feel like that I've been having to do. And I looked up some stuff, by the way. And this is where I'm going with this, because your works are not in vain. Nothing that God has you doing in this season or the seasons before that, none of it is for nothing. None of it. Not even wherever you previously worked or whatever you work right now. The job itself could be toxic, but God is going to utilize a lot of that stuff that you are learning in there to help you. Whatever you're going through in them jobs, it's all for your good. It's a lot of that is going, a lot of the things that are in there, a lot of the things that's going on, it is to help you in some type of way. And I guarantee you 100% that it is spiritual, especially if you are pursuing God. There are certain things, certain secrets that a lot of people don't know is actually a godly practice and a godly thing. And the fact that I've been having to pour water. I looked up things like that. I heard the word atonement. I have I know it means to purify, to cleanse, holy, to make holy. I've also been seeing things still as it pertains to restoration. I've seen recompense. Please look those words up. Look up atonement and what that means. And the thing about this is too, I don't feel like I'm just doing this for me. I don't. I feel like I'm doing it for some people in the body of Christ. I feel like I'm doing this also for my children and for some other people, whoever may be connected to me. I know some of you all have been pulling on me. Y'all like, where's she at? I've been back here I've been working. That's what I've been doing. And I've talked to God about my patchiness. I feel like my appearance is very patchy, and I've been talked to God about it. But this time when I asked him about it and talked to him, I feel like it was more genuine, because now I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? So God was like, we are working on it. He said, we are working on it. Those are his exact words. And the things that I have found out with it being the reason is had me, I've been feeling some kind of way too, on top of all of the work that I've been doing. And usually when I start getting like when I start receiving revelation about a thing, it just comes in back to back to back. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. but it comes in back to back to back to back to back. So I'm like, okay, I don't even know what I should talk about, when I should talk about it, because it's still flowing in. And so I just kind of wait till it settles, and then I can piece what I have seen and heard in the spirit together. But this is something else to me. And like I said, your works are not in vain. And that's one of the reasons too that they try to stop you no matter where you are, because God will utilize whatever you are doing for your good, whatever it is. So if you look up the spiritual man, if you've been doing certain type of work repeatedly, especially if it has to do with water, especially if it has to do with water, that's the Lord. Okay. I know it does signify, water signifies a lot of things actually. It is just the context of what is going on with the water. Like, is like, say you have a dream about somebody's water breaking or something like that, or you have a dream about rushing waters, aggravated waters even, or is the water still, or what, you see, or is somebody pouring water, or you drinking water, or whatever the case may be. What is around the water, all of that stuff matter. It could signify death, it could signify life, it could signify purification, it could signify a lot of things. And when we speak of death, you could be going through a spiritual death, it could be a physical death that's getting ready to happen. But what is the water tied to? In my case, it is definitely purification. It is, it is a lot of things. And it's getting rid of whatever else. And like I said, a lot of us are in a Job season. I'm still in my Job season. I cannot wait for this to be over. The tiredness that I feel right now, it's nowhere near the tiredness that I felt when I was going through all that stuff years back. This type of tired ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. And then when I think back to how I was still able to move around with that type of tiredness, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Even with me being like this now, it's like I can't even stop, really. It's like, okay, you gonna quit or you gonna keep going? Of course I'm gonna keep going. Of course I'm gonna keep. How can I tell y'all to keep going if I'm quitting? That don't go together. And then I would be not practicing what I'm preaching and telling you guys to do. So why would I stop? That's one. And for two, I ain't that tired. And three, if I could keep going while I was like that, I could definitely keep going today. Okay, because that type of tired from back in the day, I knew I was supposed to be out. Like, that was the type of tired. That's the type of tired that's out of this world. I've never experienced that type of tired before in my days, except for then. And that was the only type of tired that I've experienced ever since then. That's a supernatural type of tired. It is not the same, especially with the ones that I'm experiencing right now. And like I said, I feel like I'm doing this for not just me. Whatever I'm doing, God is utilizing my physical strength. And y'all, if my muscles have buffed up on my arm, I almost don't even want to show my arms no more. Because I feel like they might be a little too, they probably done got a little bit too cut up. All right. But I just wanted to show up on here and let you guys know what I have been behind the scenes doing. Like, and I've received several types of revelation as to why certain things are going on with me that I have been asking God about. And like I said, I feel some kind of way, but I'm happy at the same time because God literally made a way for me to take care of it. So he planned this, and this is the right time actually for me to get this thing here done and over with. And it has to do with this house. Remember, I was telling you, I was like, God, why am I still in this house? Like, why am I still in here? And I know it's for a person, it's for someone, it was for someone, it was for me, but there's also other things that I knew nothing about. But God made a way for me to get it done. And since I'm in my strength now, as much as I can be at this moment in time, I can do it. And then I have a project that I'm having to do as it relates to a lot of these things. And I'm like, God, you feel like I'm just that smart, huh? Because God has to, I feel like God, like you smart enough to do this. It's something I've never in my life done ever. And one thing about God, I will say, if you uncomfortable about anything, he probably gonna have you doing it. Now if you be like, look, I don't feel comfortable, I don't want to do this, because I'm telling y'all, everything that I've said that I didn't want to do, I'm doing it. Everything that it ain't that God told me to do it, it just was a thought, and I was like, ugh. It might have been him, but just the thought of it, I was like, ugh, I don't think that's for me. And God had me doing it anyway. So it further lets me know my life does not belong to me if I'm doing things that I said I wasn't going to do. And this is every single time. This ain't every now and then I say something and I say I don't want to do it, and then I do. No, this is every time. Every time. Every time. Every single time I say I don't want to do a thing, I end up doing it. So I might as well hush, huh? I might as well be quiet. I might as well never say that again. Because God is like, yes, you are. Okay? Every single time. And it ain't missed every time. Okay? There is a reason for this. There is a reason for this. But I feel some kind of way, like I said. But I'm happy at the same time because of the revelation, for one, because I've gotten a chance to learn throughout everything that I'm doing. With everything that I'm doing, I'm getting educated at the same time, and I love to learn. I love to learn, and God know that. God know I love learning. And also, I can see the doors, and I can see the fact that he fixed it like this, and I think that is beautiful. So only thing I can say is the reason I feel some kind of way is probably out of what, maybe fear, maybe I didn't want to do this, I said, and then it's unfamiliar, so it's just like, what is this, but then God always got us. I'm telling you, God always got our back, no matter what we having to do. And like I always tell y'all, he would not have you doing nothing if he felt like you could not do it. He would not tell you to do it. He would not have you doing it. You are the perfect person for the job. Okay. And I seen a video a while back. This man was saying how some of us was just put in a situation with no tools or nothing, and you like, why did you put me here with nothing? I don't have like I was telling y'all, when I first moved back here, I didn't have nothing. And that man said, that's because you are the tool. That's why you got placed in that situation and in that place, because with seemingly no tools, because you the tool. You are the tool. And I just found that to be extremely accurate. You are the one that's breaking all of this stuff off. You didn't need a tool. You didn't, because you the tool yourself. And that is very much true. I'm the tool. You the tool. We didn't need it. We didn't need anything but us. We didn't need anything but to show up. And God knows what he's doing. But Lord knows, I feel like he got something really huge in store for all of us, for every last one of his children. Regardless of going through all of this, I'm still seeing the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. Still seeing it. So, rainbows, everything, seeing it. It is beautiful. And it's motivating, actually. It is a sign, okay, keep going. Because, God, when I was talking to God, I seen him do this. He said, you're almost there. This is indicating you are almost there. Like, keep going, y'all. Keep going. Keep carrying your cross. I keep visioning Jesus carrying that cross. And, it's no coincidence that I'm having to carry and lift and carry and lift, and it's all water. It's all water. It's something else, y'all. But I'm still like, I'm the type of person. I do have a lot of physical strength. Like, I do have a lot of physical strength. I don't want to say this, but I do. But I really don't know my own strength. My strength, it shocks me sometimes, because I'm like, how am I able to do this? And I've had people tell me this. They said, you don't even know your own strength. Multiple people that I've never even brought that up to, but they seen and witnessed certain stuff with me, and they was like, you don't know your own strength. It's true. I truly don't, because it shocks me when I'm able to do certain things. And then not only am I able to do it, I'm able to do it back to back to back to back to back. Because what I've been doing it for months. The work piled up this year. So that's why I got to a point I was like, oh, I'm tired. I'm tired, because I have been going. But God said that he's working on it. And I know some of you guys are like, where's she at? Like I said, God said he's working on it. And I'm going to be able to tell you guys one day about more of this, because this is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. And God is doing his big one. Like, God is doing a lot. He's doing a lot. And he's looking out for his children 100%. 100%. Okay. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Bye.